What is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Jeff with AndroidBeat.com. No, your eyes do not deceive you. We have a new Nexus 7 right in hand. This is the 16 gigabyte Wi-Fi only model. It was just picked up a few minutes ago, so I'm going to unbox it for you. This is my first time unboxing a new Nexus 7. Of course, we've had previous versions of the Nexus in hand, and this one is very similar as far as the packaging is concerned. So if you've ever unboxed a Google device before, then you know pretty much what to expect. You have the little sleeve, which is really tight to get off, and then you have the box underneath, and that contains all of the goodies inside. You have a little piece of tape on one side, but I think I can get this open without even breaking that seal. Let's give it a shot here. I'm pretty good at this stuff. There we go. All right, so didn't even break the seal. There is the front of the Nexus 7, and folks, it is a beauty. This is a really good looking device, and it's very thin, as you'll notice when you hold it in hand. But really, you can't really tell too much about it until we get that nasty plastic off there. Underneath, you'll find the usual. You have your power brick adapter. There's where you plug in your USB cable. You have some instruction manuals in different languages and stuff like that. Yeah, stuff that we never read anyway. We don't care about this stuff. And you have the USB micro cable, and that, of course, allows you to connect to your computer or to the power brick right here, which I'm going to put back in the box for right now. We'll get to that later. But here's what we came to see, folks. This is the Nexus 7, completely redesigned. It is very nice feeling, nice looking. I'm going to just pull this plastic off here, see if I can maneuver this out without opening the plastic all the way. I don't know why I'm obsessed with just keeping things intact as far as the packaging is concerned, but yeah, I am. So bear with me for a little bit here. Almost got it freed from this plastic, and there we go. First thing you'll notice, though, man, this thing is super small. It's so easy to hold with one hand. You don't have to worry about, wearing your hand out if you're trying to hold it with just one hand. It's very nice. You have the camera on the front, the camera on the back. Of course, it has that smooth plastic, sort of like a textured feel on the back. Very nice to the touch. You're gonna like this. You have your volume rocker, your power button. Of course, you have your USB micro port. Of course, you have the microphone and speaker output. But that's pretty much it, folks. This feels extremely good to hold, and is very easy to hold with one hand. And you can tell it was designed with that in mind. I'm going to turn it on now. There is the Google logo. Man, this thing is small. It's interesting to hold. It has a nice width to it so you can watch widescreen movies. No doubt it'll be great for games, etc. And it's still loading up. Now, with all this said, I guess I better go ahead and just grab the iPad mini real briefly just to kind of compare the size differences between the two, because that's obviously the first thing, besides the previous Nexus 7, that is the first thing that's going to pop into people's minds, just how it stacks up to the segment leader, the iPad mini. And I'll just briefly, this isn't an in-depth comparison by any means or any stretch of the imagination, but I just want to show you real briefly how it stacks up, what you would pretty much expect. But the thing that really stands out is how much more narrow the new Nexus 7 is when compared to the iPad mini. It's even more narrow than the original Nexus 7. It's just thinner, lighter, and sleeker than the previous Nexus tablet. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. This is Jeff with AndroidBeat.com.